And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Keita. Then it's White. Then there's Sam Hauser. And it's Shireman in at the 2 spot. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, it's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. White. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got rebound number 5 here tonight. I know some would classify Derek White as underrated. Stan, what's your read on him?
Well, Kevin, I would say he was underrated for a long time, but now I think we've all gotten smarter, and we all realize Derek White is one of the best guards in this league, period. I don't think he's underrated anymore, and I just think it took us a long time to catch up with how good he is.
Here's Keita after the basket by Onyeka Okongwu. 6 to shoot, and it goes down 2 points. Keita's got 6.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Well, talk about a guy who gives you exceptional effort. Derek White is always watching the floor for gaps he can fill, places he can make a difference in the game.
And both free throws good for White. In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of the starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
There's the triple. Rebound by Johnson.
Not a great start to the second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
McCollum with the bounce pass. Alexander Walker finds Daniel. Back to Alexander Walker. Clock is at 3. Okongwu a screen. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Alexander Walker.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Outside Tatum. Here's Keita, covered by Okongwu. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Alexander Walker passes to Daniels. Now, here's Okongwu. He's guarded closely. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd personal foul. 1st team foul.
To the paint. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, this is why you really got to hit Okongwu if you're going to foul him, or else he'll just power right through.
For Atlanta, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Boston making a switch here. Garza's checked in.
Well, what I like most about Okongwu is his switchability defensively. He has the size to battle down low and the quickness to guard on the perimeter.
Now here's White. He's got 12. Tatum kicks to White. From deep. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
Outside Daniel. Pass to Alexander Walker. 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to McCollum. Got a hand on it, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Daniels? Averaging 12 points, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Well, this staff loves coaching him, and his teammates love playing with him. He's just an unselfish guy who makes everyone around him better.
Pritchard, he's checked in for Sam Hauser. Tatum with the screen on McCollum. Pass to Garza. The 3 from Tatum. Rebounded by the Hawks. Here's Alexander Walker. 14 points for him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A crafty and thoughtful scorer. McCollum knows how to draw the defense in and earn that whistle.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Boston.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint. Your classic combo guard, C.J. McCollum, can play off the ball as a shooting guard, but also can run the point at times. A valuable piece for this team.
And it's tied up with that one.
Yeah, for some reason, McCollum has always flown under the radar. But he's a constant threat to score 20-plus points, and he does it efficiently.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And stolen by Daniels. And now Daniels pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, I like the activity of Daniels there.
And how about the emergence, Stan, of Dyson Daniels as an elite wing defender?
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think what happened with Dyson Daniels is he just got a chance to step into more playing time. And as he got that consistent time, he showed that he's not only one of the best defenders in this league, but he's got more offensive skill than people thought he had also.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. So we're talking about Dyson Daniels here, Greg. Just how incredible a defender is this kid?
I mean, last season, he came in second in terms of voting for Defensive Player of the Year, led the league in steals, and this young man's just getting started. Figures to be a problem for a long time.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
You can call Dyson Daniels a 6'8" point guard. He is great handling the ball, and let me tell you, few better defenders than Daniels in the league.
Here's Shireman. He averages about 5 points a game.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Celtics shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
At the line, Fairman. At the line for 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Now here's McCollum. He has 7. From the arc. Garza pulls it in.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on C.J. McCollum. The Celtics have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
The line, Bayerman. At the line for 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Newell, he's checked in for Atlanta. And he makes both free throws. The Hawks trail by 6. Outside Daniel. To the left wing. Here's Newell. Atlanta again missing.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Johnson, the pass to Daniels. Now, here's Okongwu. T right on him. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and White slams it in.
Listen, anytime you can run, you push it. Vets like White understand that.
And here is Johnson. He has 5. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Alexander Walker. Daniels from outside. Garza pulls it in. And here's Boston. They're on a 9-1 run. 3-pointer, Pritchard. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Pritchard's got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
They set the pick. Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Pritchard. Picked off in midair. And they're moving it up. And here they go. Here's White. And it's blocked.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
To the middle. Here's Okongwu. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 4 assists now tonight. Celtics leading by 9. Takes a 3. Garza controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. They host the Kings after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Okongwu finds Alexander Walker. He's made all 3 of his free throws so far. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
2 shots. Hawks call timeout.
will go for a different look here. Jock Landale's checked in for Okongwu. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Newell. Kispert's checked in for Johnson. And it's Riziche in for Daniels. Free throw drops for Alexander Walker. And with all the talk about load management, coach, and player participation, what about getting rid of players fouling out?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of getting rid of players fouling out. I do like the idea, and I think Scott Skiles was the one who brought it up, Kevin, of taking like the offensive fouls and just having that be a turnover, like the illegal screen or a charge, and not charge that as a personal foul, where honestly you end up being punished double.
The Hawks trail by 9. Pass to Landale. There's the three. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket, but he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Free throw good. Landale. He's off on the second. And he nails the third. Celtics leading by 7. Richard with the ball. 8 points for him. Outside, White. There's the pick. Here's Gonzalez. Rebound by the Hawks. Kispert's got his 4th rebound in this one. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball.
Alexander Walker, 1 shot.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. 1 shot.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And this group gives us a second look at the shooting guards leading their position in steals over the last 10 games. You take a look at Alexander Walker. Opposing teams always need to know where he is on the court.
And this is a very intense group. I mean, those steals don't come by accident. I mean, they've gotten him through the effort, and they're willing to expend that kind of energy on that aspect of the game.
Yeah, and you just love having guards like these guys. Your defense starts on the perimeter, and they have made it tough on opponents.
The Hawks again can't hit. Austin leading by 6. Outside, White. Shoots over Riziche, and it's White missing.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
And for the Celtics, they're shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Pass to White for 3. Hits it from three-point range. White's got 17.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Now, Ricochet. Now, Kistler. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Pritchard, defended by Alexander Walker. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Celtics leading by 10. Outside, White. There's the screen. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Kuminga's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Fires the three, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And you have to keep an eye on Kuminga on the outside because he won't hesitate.
Outside, White. Pass to Garza. 1:12 left in the third quarter. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Here's Landale. Back to Alexander Walker. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Kate is checked in, and Sam Hauser subbed in for Gonzalez. And the Hawks making a change here as well. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Here's Pritchard. He's got 8. Here's Keita. The shot, no good. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 9-point game. Fires the 3. And Boston with the rebound.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And he gets it to go. Pritchard's got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
And the basket by McCollum. Pritchard feeling it out a bit. Over McCollum. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Boston Celtics in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action in just a minute. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Quinn Snyder.
Everybody keep shooting the ball. All right, jumpers will go. All right, they come in flurries. You miss a couple, you make a couple, all of a sudden, bam, bam.
Wanting to keep it fast and loose, Quinn Snyder asking his guys to stay aggressive on offense.
And you have to take the shots that the system is designed to create. If you don't, everybody gets bogged down, and that creates much bigger problems.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Johnson and Okongwu man the post position. Tyson Daniels is out there with McCollum. And it's Kuminga in at the 3 slot. And here's Tatum for 3. The Hawks trail by 6. Down low. Outside Daniel. Johnson outside. Hawks passing it around. A 3 from McCollum. Rebound Boston. Keita's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Tatum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And sometimes Stan, lost in everything he has done for his team, Jason Tatum is one heck of a playmaker.
Yeah, Kevin, I think what happens to guys like Tatum when they come into the league is because he can score the ball, and that's such an important skill, we tend to focus on the scoring. But Jason Tatum has become a better playmaker in his time in the league. He's become a better defender and a better rebounder. This guy excels at everything.
Lots of layers to it, Coach, but what is the best part of Jason Tatum's game, in your opinion?
Wow, now that's a tough question, Kevin, because this guy can do it all. I would say what the best part of Tatum's game is he can create whatever shot he needs at any given time. He's got the ball handling skills and the shot making ability to get where he needs to go and then finish the play. Well, of the many things about Jason Tatum that make him an elite player, I think his composure is underrated. This guy never lets the other team get under his skin, and that is rare.
So it's Boston now after the basket by Atlanta. Bounce pass Pritchard. Pass to Tatum. Tatum sticks the three on the D.
Great toughness. Tatum felt the contact, but still completed the play.
Daniels passes to Kuminga. Johnson outside. And here's McCollum. Here's Daniels. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Queta, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. He's checked in for the Celtics. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
Okay, Allie, thank you. That free throw good from Daniels. Celtics leading by 4. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. In the corner, Tatum with it. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
McCollum kicks to Okongwu. Pass to Daniel. Johnson outside. Okongwu with the screen for Johnson. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist by Johnson. Okongwu's now got 19 points. And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They've led by as many as 11 points. Outside Tatum. Lets it go with the three. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
On the wing, Johnson to take the lead. No good that time.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Hauser the pass to Bassey. Pritchard against McCollum. Pass to Hauser. Now here's Tatum. There's a screen. Lock at 6 over Daniels. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Tatum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, look, you're talking about one of the more dynamic scorers in this league. Jason Tatum putting on a show.
Now here's McCollum. Okongwu with the screen from McCollum. Kicks it out to Johnson. That's tipped. They retain possession. Back to Okongwu. Daniels against Tatum. From deep, Johnson. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got his 6th assist on the night. For Boston, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Pass to Hauser. Back to Pritchard. And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Well, that's just his first turnover of the game, so we'll give him a pass on that one.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga.
Alexander Walker.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Pritchard. Driving in. Johnson outside. Kicks it out to McCollum. To take the lead. He gets it in there. And the Hawks lead by 1.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside Tatum. Shoots over Johnson. And it's Boston with another.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Now here's McCollum. Johnson outside. Pass to Okongwu. On the wing, Daniels. Okongwu with the screen for Daniels. Shot from the top of the key. And again, it's Atlanta.
Young player, but a smart player. You see it there in the 2-man game from Daniels.
Here's Hauser. Back to Pritchard. With the drive. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
The Celtics making a switch here. Walsh is checked in.
Peyton Pritchard. The line, shooting 1.
That free throw good from Pritchard. Now McCollum. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
The Hawks trailing. The 3 from McCollum bangs home the trifecta. McCollum's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
Tatum with a screen on Okongwu. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll take on Domantas Sabonis and the Sacramento Kings. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up with Derek White and the Boston Celtics.
And for their matchup with Orlando, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
And he knocks down the first one. He hits both from the stripe. Here is Daniels. Pass to McCollum. Shoots a fader. Yes, that goes in. McCollum's got 19 points.
Well, McCollum really can hit from anywhere. He's got every move.
Tatum on the wing. Here's Walsh. Covered by Okongwu. Now Pritchard. Latrey. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by McCollum. Pass to Johnson. McCollum kicks to Johnson. Okongwu with a screen on Tatum. Shot clock at 6. And it's off the back rim. No good. Boston trailing. Now Hauser. Covered by Okongwu. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum setting the pick for Pritchard. 20 feet out. Some solid defense from Johnson. Atlanta's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Pritchard against Daniels. Tatum setting the pick for Pritchard. Boston, no good that time either. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Atlanta. They lead by 1. Pass to Daniel. And here's McCollum from past the arc. It's rebounded by Walsh.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
In the corner, Tatum with it. Back to Pritchard. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. He throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a 3-point play.
Daniels using that vision.
Third personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Atlanta, Nabil Alexander-Walker.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes.
Free throw drops for Alexander Walker. Celtics trail by 4. Outside Tatum. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now here's McCollum. With the teardrop and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, McCollum has a way of causing trouble in there. Very crafty.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the boards? They're getting after it and cashing in on second chance scoring opportunities.
He hits the second from the line.
Well, we're seeing a different version of him in this half, taking a more direct approach. He didn't have a single free throw in the first half.
Now here's Tatum. Tatum slipped by the contact inside.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive, but he can't do it all by himself.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Right side Daniels raises up. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Okongwu. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
Here we go, fans. Time to make some Boston Globe, Celtics.
Some changes for Boston. Mars is checked in, and Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. Celtics trail by 3. And here's White. Tatum deciding where to go with it.
Yeah, from the moment he entered the league, Tatum's shown so many different moves. A polished offensive force.
At the line for your Celtics, Jason Tatum. At the line for 2 shots.
And that one falls for Tatum.
Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and on the glass.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game. And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
1:52 left in the 4th quarter. Tatum driving, rips it down with 2 hands.
Well, you know who their #1 option is when they need a big bucket. And Tatum rarely disappoints.
The Hawks shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. .135 left to play here in the 4th. Dyson Daniel. He's off from 3. The Celtics shooting at a 46% clip in the 4th quarter. Tatum. Inside. Tatum.
Well, in clutch time, this team knows who to go to. Tatum is ready to be that guy all the time. Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
The Hawks trail by 3. McCollum looking it over. From deep. Rebounded by Tatum.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Outside, White. Pulls it down. Here's Atlanta now. McCollum fires. Down he goes for 3.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Pritchard. He's checked in for Sam Hauser. Tatum against Johnson. Here's Pritchard. Tatum with a screen on McCollum. Pritchard.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. What do you think we're going to see here?
And looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
Okongwu with a screen on White. Now Okongwu. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Oh, come on. You cannot let that happen in this situation.
And now we've got the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a three-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's a four-point ball game.
Look, that's a pressure moment, and he came through.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Okongwu misses the three. Celtics on offense. They're on a 12-3 run.
Sign of well-practiced mechanics. Johnson gets to his spot and immediately knocks it down.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Hey, talk about a cool customer. Icing this one with some clutch free throws.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
At the line for the Celtics, Luka Gaza. At the line for 2 shots.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's off as well, so he misses both. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got the sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Jason, with you guys being such a young team, how do you continue to improve to reach your potential?
We got to watch film. I mean, we did a lot of good things today. A lot of things we could have done better. And we just got to be focused, composed, play with a lot of poise, and we'll be fine.
Poise normally comes with experience, but because you're so young, you're finding it early. Congrats.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And now, our player of the game, Jason Tatum.